We are back now with Great Day Books. Winter is the perfect time to just cozy up by the fire, dive into the pages of a new novel.
Yes, and Melissa Cole found a charming spot in Chester that just might have your next read. Take a look.
Welcome to Montgomery and Taggert, a beautifully curated, independently owned bookstore in the heart of Chester.
So what do people say when they come in?
Usually they gasp. The door is there and we're around the corner, so we don't see people when they first walk in, but there's usually some sort of joyous exclamation.
Yeah. Friends Sarah Borgness-Tobin and Elizabeth Tucker took the leap and opened this past fall.
We really connected working at the Clinton Public Library, and we've been friends ever since. You know, we've been thinking for some time about striking out on our own, and this opportunity presented itself. We made ourselves ready to make it happen.
So you opened in September.
Yes.
And this isn't your average everyday bookstore.
Correct.
Tell me what makes it different.
So it is a bookstore that is primarily focused on the romance genre of fiction. We do have a teeny tiny bit of nonfiction that is entirely just what we feel like stocking, what seems interesting to us. But truly it is a romance bookstore.
So what exactly is a romance book? Well, here's a hint. No tragic deaths allowed.
So a romance is not a romance if there's not a happily ever after. It is often like mistaken that Nicholas Sparks is a romance author. If somebody dies at the end, it is not a romance.
Yes, the story primarily revolves around one main couple, and there is always an HEA, or happily ever after. This duo took the time to create a warm and romantic space filled with antique and vintage items throughout, even some of their own family heirlooms.
Do you ever have men in here?
Oh yes, yeah. We welcome everyone to the bookstore, and we love the challenge of finding a new romance for someone new to the genre too.
Yes, we have chairs for supportive partners in every room. We have Hershey Kisses distributed throughout.
This is the room where we celebrate contemporary romance, so all stories that take place in present day.
We've got Butcher and Blackbird and Leather and Lark, which are two extremely popular titles right now. We have Lights Out. Those are all romances that involve serial killers, which is very exciting.
Wow. And there's a happy ever after with a serial killer?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. As long as the couple ends up together, they can do whatever they want. So this is the historical romance section. Everything from, you know, the Middle Ages through about World War II, I think, is where we cut it off and then send it to the contemporary room. We have A Knight in Shining Armor by Jude Deveraux, which is actually getting a facelift later this month. It's going to come out with a new cover. But this is one of those OG romances that we were talking about the Montgomerys and the Taggert families, and a real favorite for those who've been reading the genre for a long time.
Now, I noticed that's like a really long book, right? But do these really captivate you? Like, you can't put them down?
For sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, this, I mean, from minute one on this one, you're pretty hooked.
The Bridgerton series also falls in this section, and of course, classics written by Jane Austen.
We also celebrate LGBTQ romance and queer authors.
It's the second trip here for Victoria from New Britain.
So we came down one day and we were like, wow, this place is really cool. And I ended up getting a bunch of books, bunch of stickers. And then I was like, oh, I'm on vacation from school for a couple more weeks, so I should just come down and visit and spend the day and find some books, because, you know, you can never have enough.
And here you are. Well, let's talk about the exciting one coming up.
Yes. So Fourth Wing is one of the big romantasy books series that's out right now. Romantasy, of course, being a portmanteau for romance and fantasy. The first book was called Fourth Wing. The second book is Iron Flame. And on January 21st, Onyx Storm is coming. So everyone's very excited about that. We do have a wait list, so we're taking names for pre-order. And it's going to be really exciting.
Grab a bookmark to go along with your new book. These are made by a local artist.
She has a wonderful selection of different themes, and we're just so pleased to work with local artists.
And as Sarah likes to say, the bookmark chooses the reader. Every single one is unique, so the one that you pick and that you love is yours. It was meant for you.
And then in the age of where people are, you know, listening to audiobooks or ordering on Amazon, having an actual store, what's that like?
It's really wonderful because while people are reading on their Kindles or listening on audio, they do want the book on the shelf. We joke about them being trophies. You conquered this long romantasy series and you want people to see it on the shelves. Another thing that Amazon cannot provide, no matter how much it tries, is the community, the sense of community that happens in here.
You can bring your friend, find a book you want to read together. It's a whole experience.
Wow, Montgomery and Taggert, what a cool idea. It's open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6. Also on Sundays, so 7 days a week from 9 to 2. For more information, you can visit montgomeryandtaggert.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Montgomery and Taggert. All right, still ahead.